And yet, one of the most burning questions that I hear and that we hear here in our classes and from most spiritual seekers is why? Why is there suffering? If God is good and God is all there is, and we were born these beautiful, perfect beings, why do bad things happen? And some may ask, why does God allow this suffering to happen? Why does God allow children to starve and for there to be abuse and poverty? Why doesn't God do something? Well, I say we're asking the wrong question. And instead, we invite you to consider, why are we allowing it? Whatever the condition may be, the poverty, the racism, the abuse, God doesn't have anything to do with that. We as humans have free will, and we are always at choice. And the law of cause and effect shows us that there is a consequence to our action, to our thoughts, to our deeds, that there are consequences. There is that equal and opposite reaction from what we think and do. So when are we as a collective going to begin to honor and value all of humanity so much that we stop allowing such heartbreaking conditions to exist in our world based on the choices that we are making as a collective society? Everything cause and effect, cause and effect. And until we are willing to take 100% responsibility, no more, no less, for our part in the solution to that which we desire for all of humanity and for our planet, then we will continue to experience the consequences of greed, of dominance, of fear, of lack, of separation. These beliefs, rather, in the fear and the darkness and the separation in our collective experience. Here at Ahava, we say we stand for global transformation through personal evolution. So what is key is to discern what is ours to do. And what does this taking 100% responsibility really look like? Not being a hero, that which feels like I have to save the world, I have to do it all, and the whole burden is on my shoulders. That's exhausting. And on the other end of this triangle, not being the victim to the conditions of the world and feeling helpless or complacent. Or perhaps sometimes we dance in this other end of this triangle in the arena of the villain, the one who's perpetuating the acts of violence based on feeling separate from our source and from others. And sometimes we play the act of the villain by being complicit to the violence, by thinking, well, this doesn't affect me. The problem's over there, and it's someone else's to solve. Yet the real problem is believing that there is an out there or another or an other that is separate from us. So taking 100% responsibility for our part, what we do is we transcend this triangle. It's called the drama triangle. We transcend playing these roles of either being victim, villain, or hero, and we move into the roles of creator, challenger, and coach. And we know that it takes all of us doing our part at the collective to experience the shift that we desire. We are stronger. We are better together. We are all needed in this unique part to play in the divine solution. By remembering the truth of who we are, we get to show up as love and allow that love to be the guiding force in all of our actions. And to know and to do good for the good of all